What if I told you about a guy who has over 14,000 career points?
As Wall delivers from the corner, putting it down! Nasty play by Wall!
Over 6,000 career assists.
They'll have another chance. Great pass to Gortat for the slam!
Was a 5-time All-Star and was one of the NBA's elite point guards. Just disappeared one day. That's what happened to our guy, John Wall. One day he was slicing up defenses with his speed and flashy plays, and the next day, dude was kind of gone. So how did this even happen? Where did he go? And where is he now? To figure this out, we got to go back to the day where everything changed.
With the first pick in the 2010 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select John Wall from the University of Kentucky.
John Wall's lifelong dream became a reality when he was selected as the first overall pick in the NBA Draft by the Washington Wizards. This moment marked the beginning of a career that would see him rise to stardom, leaving behind the struggles of his past. From the very beginning, Wall's talent was evident. He made an immediate impact during the NBA Summer League with his explosive speed, court vision, and leadership, earning him the Summer League MVP, as he averaged 23 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds per game. His NBA debut months later featured a solid 14 points and 9 assists, along with 3 steals. By his third game, Wall had tied the franchise record with 9 steals. He also became the second player in NBA history to record at least 9 assists in his first 3 games. Wall's regular season debut had further validated his potential. His ability to control the game as a point guard stood out, and he quickly became known for the highlight reel plays, whether it was a flashy assist or an electrifying fast break dunk. Wall's first triple-double came just a few games into the season, dropping 19 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds. By the end of his rookie season, he was named to the All-Rookie First Team and finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting behind Blake Griffin. However, despite Wall's brilliance, the Wizards struggled as a team during his first few seasons. A lack of depth and supporting talent meant that wins just weren't going to happen that often, and Wall found himself carrying the load. A turning point in the franchise came in 2012 when the Wizards drafted Bradley Beal. The pairing of Wall and Beal transformed the team's backcourt. While Wall's primary role was a playmaker and a leader, Beal brought elite scoring and a strong shooting touch. Together, they began to rejuvenate the Wizards, creating one of the most exciting young duos in the league. Wall's leadership skills were especially noticeable during his time, on and off the court. He took on the responsibility of guiding the team and setting the tone for the culture. His unselfish play and his ability to involve his teammates elevated the Wizards to playoff contention. Wall and Beal led Washington to several postseason appearances, giving fans hope for a brighter future. In 2013, Wall signed a 5-year, $80 million extension with the Wizards. He earned his first All-Star nod in 2014 and became the first player in Wizards history to win the slam dunk contest. Wall also led the Wizards to their first playoff series win in 6 years, beating the Chicago Bulls before losing to the Indiana Pacers. Wall's 2014-15 season was full of highlights. In one emotional game, he dedicated a win to a young fan who passed away from cancer earlier that day, dropping 26 points and handing out a career-high 17 assists, breaking down in tears during a post-game interview.
Man, this is an emotional game for me. This is from one of my close friends that I lost that I met last year, and it's just tough, man. You know what I mean? To see a little kid that fights so hard for cancer and can't beat it. This game's for her, man. All my jerseys, my shorts, I'm gonna give it to her family. It's a tough day for me, and I was really quiet today. So
his emotional tribute after the game showed the human side of a player often defined by his athleticism. The years between 2014 and 2017 marked the pinnacle of John Wall's career. During this time, he firmly established himself as one of the best point guards in the NBA. His combination of speed, court vision, and defensive intensity made him a nightmare for opposing teams. Wall was also named an All-Star 4 years in a row, a testament to his consistent excellence and impact on the game. Wall's numbers during his prime really spoke for themselves. He routinely averaged double-digit assists and pushed his scoring to new heights. His ability to dominate in both transition and half-court settings made him a constant threat. But Wall's influence extended beyond the regular season. He delivered some of the most memorable performances in Wizards playoff history, including a number of clutch moments that left fans in awe. One of his most iconic games came during the 2017 playoffs against the Boston Celtics. Facing elimination in Game 6, Wall sank a game-winning three-point jumper to force Game 7, a moment that became a signature highlight of his career. The image of Wall celebrating on the scorer's table, soaking in the crowd's energy, remains etched in the memories of fans. In 2017, Wall signed a $170 million Supermax extension with the Wizards, solidifying his place as the face of the franchise. The deal reflected the team's confidence in his ability and their commitment to building around him for years to come. At this point, Wall's future seemed secure. This period was not just about the height of Wall's individual achievements, but also a time when the Wizards became a consistent playoff team. Under his leadership, the team advanced further than they had in years, rekindling hope for a championship run. For Wall, it was a validation of all the hard work and sacrifices he had made to reach the top of his profession. But John Wall's career began to unravel as injuries took their toll. The issue started gradually, but soon became a persistent problem. Shoulder discomfort and repeated knee surgeries began to limit his availability and effectiveness on the court. Then a severe left heel injury required surgery, forcing Wall to sit out for significant stretches. And just as he was working to recover, a devastating setback occurred. He got a torn Achilles tendon caused by an accidental slip at the crib. This injury sidelined him for an extended period of time, marking the start of a long and challenging road back. The physical challenges were only part of the story. During this difficult phase, Wall faced personal losses that added to the weight he was already carrying. Within a short time, he lost both his grandmother and his mother, two figures who had been pillars of his strength throughout his life. These tragedies deeply affected him, and he openly shared his struggles with depression.
Like I said before, you're in a dark place. Like, people don't know I had torn my Achilles, had 4 infections, almost had to cut my foot off, and my career's about to be over. My mom diagnosed with breast cancer, and then she passed. Then I get traded from DC to Houston. Meanwhile, I've been for 10 years. Then my grandma died a year later. Then I'm not playing basketball, you know what I mean? I'm in a bad spot. I'm like what the fuck is going on? Like, why all this got to happen to me?
When the Washington Wizards decided to trade him to the Houston Rockets in 2020, it signaled the end of an era and a new chapter that would prove equally challenging. Wall's time with the Houston Rockets started with promise, but it quickly became apparent that the team was in transition. Initially, Wall was paired with James Harden, but their partnership was short-lived as Harden requested a trade and left the team. Without Harden, the Rockets were entering a rebuilding phase of their own, and Wall found himself on a team with little direction or competitiveness.
Trash.
I already know.
I know.
Beyond trash. Like, because I'm going there thinking James going to be there, you know what I mean? Once I get traded.
Yeah.
But he already wants out. I mean, we lost 20 in a row. We were trying to lose on purpose.
His performances showed glimpses of his old self, but injuries and age had clearly diminished his once dominant abilities. The following season brought even more frustration. Wall was benched for the entire 2021-2022 season as part of a mutual agreement between him and the Rockets management. who were focusing on developing younger players. The strained relationship with the organization left Wall in a limbo, unable to play or showcase his value to other teams. In an attempt to revive his career, Wall signed with the Los Angeles Clippers for the 2022-2023 season. However, his time with the Clippers was far from what he or the team had hoped for. Playing a reduced role off the bench, Wall struggled to find his rhythm. His stats were a shadow of his prime years, and his impact on games was limited. The explosiveness and confidence that had once defined his play was just not there. And with that, Wall's NBA journey had came to an unceremonious end when he was traded back to the Rockets and subsequently waived. Despite efforts to secure another roster spot, no team was willing to take a chance on John Wall. The injuries, combined with the natural decline that comes with age, had brought his professional career to a standstill. Besides the game, John Wall is a proud father of 2 kids, with his youngest being born in 2018. In the same year, he also shared that he was working towards earning a bachelor's degree in business administration. Wall has faced some tough personal challenges, including losing his mom to breast cancer in December of 2019. In 2022, he opened up about his struggles with mental health after dealing with injuries, the loss of his mother and grandmother within a year, and the impact of the pandemic. He shared how he reached out to friends, sought therapy, and began to heal, even writing about his experiences in the Players Tribune. John Wall has also been involved in business and philanthropy. He signed big endorsement deals with Reebok and Adidas and became a brand ambassador for New Era caps in 2017. He also purchased a $1.9 million home to accommodate his family. He's passionate about giving back, donating $400,000 to Bright Beginnings to fight homeless and earning the Stuart B. McKinney Award in 2016. In 2020, Wall became part owner of the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, a basketball team in Australia's National Basketball League. While Wall's exit from the league was not the storybook ending that many envisioned, his career remains a testament to resilience and perseverance. Even in the face of immense physical and personal challenges, Wall continued to fight for his place in the game that he loved. His journey serves as a reminder of how quickly the landscape of professional sports can change and the profound impact injuries can have even on the brightest of stars. But what if I told you about a guy with almost 15,000 career points, who averaged over 20 points per game for nearly a decade, and was one of the most dynamic scorers the NBA has ever seen, just disappeared one day? If you want to know about the disappearance of Monte Ellis, just click right here.